mga ninong, mga ninang. And katulad ng ginagawa natin, as usual, I'm explaining to you why do we dedicate our kids, our children. Sa inyo, bakit kayo nag-dedicate? Kaya, para may papel, para pag-uwi, mayroon to. sa Philippines, hindi lang yun eh. Now, child dedication is far, far more than in the papers. Hindi lang yun. Hindi lang sa papel. Hindi lang sa kumarihan, because it's been a tradition na tayo ginagawa natin to. But deep within that tradition, there was a very, very divine significance wherein we dedicate our kids and our children. Alam niyo ba na, in the tradition of the Jews, lahat ng mga pinapanganak, especially those who are firstborn male. Si Raymart ba ay firstborn? Sunod. Anyway, so all the kids, every child, each child na ipapanganak sa Jewish tradition ay after certain day or 8th day, babalik sa templo to be dedicated and to be circumcised. Yung lalaki. See? It was a tradition. But deep within that, merong acknowledgement of God's sovereignty and God's power na siya ang nagbigay sa inyo niya. No? Child dedication is this. Look at what the Bible says. Ito yung sabi ni Solomon, who was the wisest king who ever lived on earth. Train a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not turn from it. Turuan mo yung mga bata. Di ba tinuturuan natin from the womb, nasa loob pa nga eh. Oy, paglabas mo, wag kang makulit ha, wag kang makulit na bata, wag kang maliit na bata. Kinakantahan mo habang nasa tiyan. Yan ang mga uso ngayon. Kasi naririnig daw niya. Which is true, scientifically proven. So the Bible says, train a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not turn from it. Now, the question is, why do we dedicate? Bakit ang mga bata? What do kids need from us? Anong tanong eh, what do children need from the older folks? Hindi lang yung pera niyo, hindi lang yung iPad na bibigay niyo, hindi lang yung mga laruan na bibigay niyo sa mga bata. But what do children really need from us, older folks? I mean, not only the material things, kasi siyempre, kailangan nila ng material things. So, this is what I'm going to discuss to you briefly today, before we dedicate this child, Raymart. I'll tell you what, first, they need someone to mimic. Kasi a child is just like a computer without anything, just a memory without anything. And then we start to install. We start to upload things into their minds, into their lives. Alam niyo yung mimic na yan? Ganito yan, the way you look. Yan, ito na yan. Yung bata, mapapansin mo kapag medyo galit, nung nakikita niyo yung style ng tatay niyo, nanay niyo na kung paano mukha, that's mimicry. See? Take note, kayong mga ninang, kayong mga magulang, once you become parents and ninongs and ninangs, take note that maybe that child will someday mimic you. Gagayahin ka niya. The way you look at people. Tingnan, halos pareho, ba? And the way you walk. Kaya mapapansin mo minsan, yung anak, kasing lakad ng tatay. Kaya mapapansin mo yung bata, 7 years old pa lang, nasa salamin na, pintura sa mukha. Because they mimic the older ones. Kaya huwag kayong magtaka, dahil nag-mimic ang mga bata. They are looking for someone to mimic. Not only in that, but in the way they play. Kapag mahilig yung tatay na maglaro sa mga PSP, mga PlayStation na yan, bata pa, pag nakaupo na yung bata, hawak na rin yan ng joystick ko yung mga laruan yan. Why? They mimic. And kahit sa pagtulog, gagayahin kayo ng
Magama.
like father, like son. Well, very practical, di ba? Kung paano pumormong matulog yung tatay, nakikita ng bata, ganun din yung anak niya one day. Why? Because they follow our lifestyle. So take note. Kayong mga parents, kayong mga ninong at ninang, if you want that child to have a good lifestyle, a very decent lifestyle, magsimula na kayong mamuhay ng ngayon, it's worth mimicking the lifestyle because kids follow our lifestyle. They mimic. Second one, they want someone to be a model. Yung bang, I want to form my life into that life. Yeah, it's a model. Okay? Tandaan niyo yan. So, start living a life worthy of imitating. Like your goals, everything that is in you should be a worthy model to the child. Kilala natin yung mag-amang ito. Ha? They became presidents. Ang tatay at saka ang anak. Why? Because the older George was the model of the younger George. Now, if mimicry talks about our lifestyle, a child looks for someone from the older folks to be his model. It may not be the parent. It may not be the father. It may not be the mother. It could be one of the ninong and the ninangs. Medyo parang gusto kong gayahin ang buhay ng ninong ko. Diba? Dahil yung tatay ko, hindi ko gustong gayahin. Yung ninong ko, yung ninang ko na lang. See? They look for somebody to be a model in their lives. Why? Because we're talking about life goals. Yung mga nakikita nilang ambition ninyo, yung nakikita nilang direction ng buhay na katulad ng kanilang pressing upward, yan din ang maitatanim sa bata. He will evaluate that and say, which one is worth following? Which would be the worth following goals in life? Katulad ng mag-amang yan. So take note, live a life worthy to be a model. Not only to mimic, but a model. Okay? Pangatlo, someone to be a master. Ang bata, walang alam yan. Pagkasilang, nagsisimulang mag-absorb yan. And it's the way we teach children, not only the way we talk, but the way we live. Kapag ang bata ay gusto matutong magbisikleta. Di ba say, yung bisikleta, sumakay ka, kung bahala. No, we don't. At kapag tinuturuan natin yung ating anak na mabisikleta, hindi natin siya nasabing, ayoko na tumutumba ka, nagkakamali. No, we don't do that. Alam natin na ang aaral ng mabisikleta ay matutumba. The same thing in life. We don't teach our kids to say, don't ever make mistakes. But we teach them to say, if you make mistake, learn from us how to correct them. Kasi tayo din nagkamali. So don't expect your kids not to make mistakes. Huwag niyong asahan na hindi magkamali ang inyong mga anak kasi kayo nga puro pagkakamali din naman eh. Kaya ang ituturo lang natin sa kanila kung paanong itama at bumangon sila kapag sila'y nadapa, itama nila ang kanilang pagkakamali. And that is all about life lessons. Now, what life lessons can you teach that kid? See? Because they're looking for someone to mimic, they're looking for someone to be their model, and to be their master. They are zero from the start. But once you teach them not to make mistake, but how to stand up when they fall, how to correct their own mistakes, then yan ang hinahanap ng mga bata. Okay, remember that. So, tayo ngayon ay let's go to the part where we dedicate a child.